Welcome to today's broadcast. No matter what kind of day you're having, please remember that God is big and He is good. He is bigger and better than you think. A while back, something went wrong with the database on our server, and I had no access to our website for several hours. I clearly remember that day. A few other issues had hit me all at once, and I was tempted to endure my circumstances by going into that all too familiar survival mode, that put your head down and just push through mode. Now, I'm new enough at living life as one big adventure with God that it's still a part-time adventure. And those circumstances weren't part of that time, at least not at first. But then I remembered that if I'm not walking by faith, I'm walking by sight. And since I didn't like what I was seeing, I decided to put some effort into getting into an awareness of God's presence. I say getting into an awareness of His presence because He is not the far-off God that we sometimes act like He is. I'm not so sure we can even know who He is without knowing where He is, and vice versa. The Greek philosophers of Paul's day certainly didn't know who God was. They called Him the unknown God, and obviously couldn't know where He was. So Paul revealed God to the philosophers at the Areopagus in Athens. We read in Acts 17. For I was passing through and considering the objects of your worship. I even found an altar with this inscription, to the unknown God. Therefore the one whom you worship without knowing Him, I proclaim to you, God, who made the world and everything in it, since He is the Lord of heaven and earth, and does not dwell in temples made with hands, nor is He worshipped with men's hands, as though He needed anything, since He gives to all life, breath, and all things. And He has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings, so that they should seek the Lord in the hope that they might grope for Him and find Him, though He is not far off from each one of us. For in Him we live and move and have our being, as also some of your own poets have said, for we are also His offspring. He is not far from each of us. Now that's an understatement. He is already as close to us as is possible. In fact, we live and move and have our being in Him. Practically speaking, we are in Him and He is in us. He's not going anywhere. For more, please visit givethatmountain.org, and you have a wonderful day.